Welcome to InsightBase, where science, experience, and truth converge to help you live healthier and smarter. This isn't just a story, it's a reality. A 71-year-old man, with no serious medical history, went to bed one night and never woke up. He didn't suffer, but his sudden death is a stark warning for millions of seniors worldwide. Let's be clear, age alone isn't the culprit. It's the seemingly harmless habits we engage in nightly, quietly and repeatedly, until they prevent us from waking up. These habits are alarmingly common among those over 70. Today, I'll reveal 4 bedtime habits that can silently undermine your health after 70 and potentially lead to sudden death in your sleep. If you're over 70 or care for someone who is, this could be the most crucial video you watch this year. But first, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to InsightBase. Your support enables us to uncover vital truths that can save lives. Now, let's dive in. He was a seemingly healthy 71-year-old, a retired grandfather of 5, but one morning, his wife found he had died in his sleep. No signs, no symptoms, just gone. What happened? This isn't an isolated incident. The CDC reports that over 50% of unexplained deaths in individuals over 70 occur at night. As a doctor with over 3 decades in geriatric medicine and chronic disease research, I'll share 4 bedtime habits that might quietly lead to death in your sleep after 70. These habits may seem harmless, but they can shut down your body like a light switch. Ignore them, and you may never wake up. Let's begin. Habit number 1. Taking blood pressure medications at night without medical supervision. You've likely been told to take your medications at the same time every day. But here's what they're not telling you. For people over 70, taking certain blood pressure medications at night can be fatal. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Hypertension, 2022, found that nocturnal hypotension, blood pressure dropping too low during sleep, is a hidden killer among seniors. It reduces blood flow to the brain and heart, increasing the risk of silent ischemia, cardiac arrest, and strokes during the night. In fact, a report from the European Society of Cardiology concluded that, in hypertensive patients over 70, a nighttime drop in systolic pressure below 110 mm of mercury increases all-cause mortality by 47%. Why? Because the aging body doesn't regulate blood pressure as efficiently. Add a vasodilator or ACE inhibitor before bed, and you risk starving the brain and heart of oxygen. Surprise! Many of these deaths are misclassified as natural, when they're actually drug-induced circulatory failure. Never adjust medication timing without discussing it with your physician. And if you're taking antihypertensives, you need 24-hour ambulatory monitoring. That's not optional after 70. Habit number 2. Going to bed within 1 hour after eating a heavy meal. Late dinners kill silently. You finish eating at 8 p.m., watch a little television, then head to bed at 9. What could be more normal? But after 70, your lower esophageal sphincter weakens. That means stomach acid and undigested food can backflow into the esophagus during sleep. This causes more than heartburn. According to a 2021 meta-analysis in gastroenterology, nighttime reflux increases the risk of aspiration pneumonia by 80% in the elderly. This is when acid or food particles enter the lungs, leading to infection or even sudden respiratory failure during the night. And here's the kicker: over 30% of elderly patients who die of pneumonia never had a cough. The process is so silent, they stop breathing in their sleep. Surprise statistic. A Japanese study following 5,000 adults over 65 found that those who lay down within 90 minutes after dinner had a 2.3 times higher risk of death from nighttime respiratory events. Never lie flat within 2 hours after eating. And never eat high-fat, spicy, or acidic foods late in the evening. Habit number 3. Ignoring bathroom signals during the night. You wake up at 2 a.m. with the urge to urinate, but you're too tired to get up. This one act could kill you. Here's what you need to understand. Holding urine at night can cause acute blood pressure spikes, especially in people with overactive bladders or enlarged prostates. It triggers what's called the sympathetic surge, a sudden jolt of adrenaline that increases heart rate, constricts blood vessels, and raises blood pressure rapidly. A study published in Hypertension Research, 2023, found that seniors who suppressed nighttime urination experienced nocturnal blood pressure surges averaging 30 to 40 millimeters of mercury. That's enough to rupture weakened arteries. But it gets worse. That same sympathetic response increases the risk of atrial fibrillation, a known cause of blood clots and nighttime strokes. And in people with atherosclerosis, that surge can cause aortic dissection, a tearing of the heart's main artery. Surprise! Nearly 15% of unexplained nighttime deaths in the elderly involve undetected cardiovascular events triggered by bladder retention. Don't ignore your body's signals. If you have to go, get up. Your life depends on it. Habit number 4. Sleeping in a room with poor ventilation or excess Colorado 2. Accumulation. Most seniors sleep with their windows closed. It feels safer, warmer, quieter. But in poorly ventilated bedrooms, carbon dioxide levels can quietly climb to dangerous levels overnight. The Environmental Protection Agency reports that in small, sealed bedrooms, CO2 concentrations can exceed 2,000 ppm by morning, well above the 1,000 ppm threshold where cognitive and physiological impairments begin. A study from Indoor Air Journal, 2020, found that high CO2 levels during sleep reduced blood oxygen saturation by up to 6% in seniors. That's enough to trigger hypoxia, irregular heart rhythms, or even fatal arrhythmias. Here's the shocking part. In older individuals with sleep apnea, the presence of excess CO2 acts like fuel on a fire, dramatically increasing the chance of asphyxiation. Surprise revelation. Over 40% of seniors who die in their sleep were found to have subclinical hypoxia, a condition easily worsened by poor air exchange at night. Crack a window. Use a ventilator. Or invest in a CO2 monitor. Air quality is life quality, especially when you're sleeping. The 71-year-old man who never woke up didn't die because he was old. He died because of a silent mistake. A medication taken at the wrong time. A heavy meal followed by bedtime. A trip to the bathroom ignored. A sealed room full of stale air. These are not rare accidents. These are predictable, preventable patterns. Patterns that, when ignored, turn peaceful sleep into a death sentence. If you're over 70, or care for someone who is, these habits must be unlearned immediately. Because aging isn't what kills most people. Negligence does. This is InsightBase, where science reveals what others won't. These habits may seem small, but in medicine, it's often the smallest things that cause the biggest damage. So take what you've learned, protect your sleep, and protect your life. Until we meet again, keep questioning, keep learning, and stay alive to the truth.